everybody, it is G. I am back. I have changed my hair colour again. I'm not wearing makeup today. You can tell by the lack of eyebrows. And that's because I am stressed at the moment. I am breaking out in spots like it's nobody's business. So I'm supposed to be cutting down on how much makeup I wear. But carrying on the theme of stress there, I want to talk about something that I went through and I hope that it might help some of you guys out a little bit. So essentially last semester was really tough for me. I had a lot going on. Essentially I just had a really tough semester, which obviously isn't ideal being in the final year of my degree, but c'est la vie. So basically it hit about mid-October last year. I was looking at all the work I had to get done and I was like, this is not gonna happen. I was just heartbroken. I knew about extenuating circumstances. I've had friends in the past that have taken extenuating, so I decided to look into it. And I realised that it's actually quite a daunting process because it has to be so official to make sure that it's like in line with all the regulations. So it can be quite scary and it's quite difficult to research. So I want to make a little vlog that just tells you how I went about it and really breaks it down so it's not so scary, because when you're as stressed as you are, if you're in the position to take extenuating, you don't need the extra stress of not knowing how to take extenuating. So extenuating circumstances is this sort of fallback option that's there for if you have anything that severely hinders your study in any way. There are 3 types of extenuating that you can take, or there were when I was doing it. The options that I was given were late, mitigating, or late and mitigating. Late is literally just a late submission, and then mitigating just basically gives you a safety net that the people who are marking your work know you've been through something tough, so they're going to take that into account when they're marking your work. It also makes it easier to retake it if you fail. And then late and mitigating is late and mitigating together, so you get both of them. So the process for me for applying for extenuating circumstances, I felt like everything was getting all too much in mid-October, like I said, and I looked online and it was just so intimidating. Like there's just so much official jargon and I was like, no, not now, I don't need this stress. So I kind of just panicked a little bit and then did what I always do when I panic, which is go to student services in the student hub. So I went to student services and I basically said, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I want to apply for extenuating circumstances. Can I please have some help? I got put in contact with Anne, who's one of the guidance counsellors. I basically got an appointment set up with her pretty much straight away. I went in and I talked to her about it and she broke it all down for me. She sent me a PDF of all of the information in like a much easier way. She told me I didn't need to apply then. She told me to give it an extra month, so it was nearer to my deadlines, to see if I could bring the work up myself. So sometimes there might be things that you don't want to take extenuating on. I had 2 modules last semester. I had my main negotiated module and I have my essay. I made the decision that I didn't want to take extenuating circumstances on my negotiated project. This is because I was working with someone else. I didn't think it was fair at all to give myself 5 extra days when my partner didn't have those 5 extra days. Looking back, I probably should have, but I didn't think it was fair on my partner and I didn't want to leave her in a sticky situation. So I said no, I'm only going to take it for 1 module. So a month later, and it gets to about mid-November, so that's a month before my deadlines, I filled in an application for extenuating circumstances. Again, the applications can be a little scary because it's very official, but that's just because it has to be. It's not scary at all. Think about it, the university wants to put you in the best position for learning. So for me, for example, I opened the page and I entered all my details. There was the list of my modules. I clicked on my essay. I left the other one blank. As I said, I didn't want to take that one. Continued onwards. I was asked to write a paragraph about what went on. Below, I was asked to provide supporting documentation for that. And then you get asked, what kind of extenuating do you want? So I clicked late and mitigating just to be safe. and then they ask you when your new deadline would like to be. At this point I was like, isn't that what you're supposed to work out? So I was a bit paranoid about this. But basically, from my advice, I would say just literally add 7 days onto your deadline. It does have to go through a full board to make sure that everyone agrees that you need it. So it can take some time to get back. Mine took about 10 days. I also had another friend who applied for Extenuating last semester, and she said hers took about the same amount of time. While it's good to leave it as late as possible so you can go without it if you like catch up with the work, it's also good to make sure that you leave yourself at least 3 weeks just so you know for certain if you're going to get it or not. So yeah, for my top tips around extenuating circumstances, number 1, go to the student hub, see student guidance, anyone like that. 2, make sure you talk to your lecturers, make sure they know what's going on. 3, do it at the right time, make sure you have plenty of time to get the response back. And 4, don't feel guilty, it's completely necessary and you have every single right to take it, and it doesn't make you less impressive or of a student, and it doesn't make your work less worthy of the grade. But yeah, I think that's all that I wanted to talk to you guys about today. I will be back very soon with another vlog, and you know, stay relaxed, you know, chill out, and don't forget to ask for help when you need it. Bye!